Let's talk about Suzlon, one of those retail favorite stocks that is seeing sharp reduction in the prices over the last 3 to 4 odd trading sessions. In fact, shares of Suzlon have fallen today for the fourth straight session, and this is right after having reported the earnings that the stock price have only been reducing. Let's find out from my colleague Pawan now, who's joining in to share with us what's the latest on Suzlon, what is the kind of pain that investors are facing, and what is the key reason behind this sharp downtick on Suzlon over the last four sessions. Pawan, take it over.
Suzlon shares have been falling and the stock nearly crashed around 6% earlier today. However, it has seen a marginal recovery, but I can see that the stock is still 3 odd percent down today. So from its 52-week high, the stock has lost around 35% of its value. Uh, uh, and in the since its result on August 12th, last Tuesday, the stock has it's down around 10 to 12%. So what is the key reason? The results has been the mixed bag, and the brokerage firms, they see the execution for Suzlon Energy as the key. So the execution is not so great as per the expectations, and the results, they were also not up to the mark. So the profit was up only by 7%. At 324 crore, despite EBITDA rising around 62% at somewhere around 600 odd crore rupees. And so what has led, and its group CFO Himanshu Modi also resigned from his position from the company, and this has been seen as a negative for this company in the near term. Brokerage firm Motilal Oswal, they have said that it will be a short-term dent for the company, because he was the key person around this, the turnaround of the company. We saw a multi-bagger return from Suzlon, and according to Motilal Oswal, it was his phase that ramped up the company and revamped the business for the company. But after the Q1 results, Motilal Oswal has cut its target price to rupees 80, but it has maintained its buy rating. JM Financial and ICICI Securities, they also have buy rating on this stock and have a target price of 78 and 76 respectively. UBS also recently initiated its coverage on Suzlon with a target price of 78 rupees. However, Nuwama has a target price of 67 rupees on this stock with a hold rating, and they believe that the execution of the order book will be the key for the company. That's all from my side, Sakshi.
All right, Pawan, thanks a lot for that update. Let's go back to our conversation with Mr. Chokalingam. Mr. Chokalingam, what's your view on companies like Suzlon, especially because, there is a huge retail interest in such stocks. We do know the past history of the stock where it has turned out to be a wealth destroyer, but last 1.5, 2 years turned out to be, pretty bright for the stock and for the investors who invested in it since single digits and reaped the benefits, because there was a one-way up move. Almost a 200% rally in the last 2 years is what we have seen. Again, the stock and the company is facing a lot of changes on the top management front. The earnings also came in. How are you looking at such stories?
Yeah. So there are two, three aspects to this talk. First, let us take up the management concern. I strongly believe that the market gets anxiety whenever some CEO changes for some company. One should not give too much importance. I understand. The leadership is important, no doubt about it, but there is no need to be a panic. Because these kind of companies with a market cap of 78,000 crore, it can always attract, good leadership. Today, you have a lot of incentives to attract talented people, particularly when market cap is already very big. The ESOPs can make a big difference. And you look back last 10, 15 years, wherever the CEOs quit and investors got panicked and stock crashed, subsequently, most of the stocks have recovered and they gave even big profit, including stock like Infosys. So I would not give too much importance to this event. However, I would not give buy recommendation on Suzlon. As you rightly said, it was a wealth destroyer. In 2008 to 10 period, after listing, it used to trade around 400 rupees. From all the way 400, it became single digit. Of course, it has done phenomenally well. One has to accept that. Stock recovered. But now the point is, the stock is trading at around 37 P on a trailing basis. Now one has to understand the fact that there is a tremendous structural change in renewable energy. When Suzlon debuted in the stock market, hardly there were a couple of companies like Suzlon. Today, starting from big industrial houses to small companies, there are a lot of companies have jumped in this renewable theme. And this is what happened in the last 30 years in the stock market. Whenever theme gets first attracted in the stock market, and then it gets attracted in the business itself in terms of too many entry of players, margin gets killed. So therefore, I would not give 37p to the stock. So I would, my based on my research, I would give a sell call on Suzlon.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.